According to Astro.com, phishing attacks have accounted for more than $4.91 billion worth of damage in the past year alone. Guys, my name is Alex Colbert. I'm a cybersecurity major here at the University of Tampa, and today I'd like to talk to you guys a little bit about phishing attacks, what they are, how they're conducted, and how you guys can protect yourself and your finances from crooks that do this. So, what are phishing attacks? Phishing attacks, according to the National Institute of Standards and Technology, are attempts to get you to divulge personal and privileged information that you otherwise wouldn't want in the public space. Essentially, what a phishing attack is, it's a form of deception. All they're trying to do is trick you into believing that they are who they say they are, to get you to spill and divulge personal or sensitive information. Right? They want to gain unauthorized access to your payment accounts, your work accounts, your personal information, maybe that might be your social security number. They want to gain that information so they can use that against you. According to Fortinet.com, phishing attacks are the number one technique used by hackers to gain such information based on its utility and effectiveness to us, the unsuspecting victims. And to put it in perspective, according to Fortinet.com, there are over 611,000 fake phishing websites that exist on the web today, used to steal your information. So, with phishing attacks, there are multiple types of phishing attacks. And I'll talk about the top three commonly found phishing attacks. First, starting off with phishing emails. With phishing emails, you'll often see them in your school account or your work account, or maybe even personal, asking you to click a link and confirm personal information, maybe address, payment information. And according to the National Cybersecurity Center of the UK, those phishing links often contain ransomware and viruses that affect your personal or work computer and render them useless until you pay them money. So, additionally, with that, there's also smishing. Smishing is a more common form of phishing that we see today, and it's just through text. Same content and format of a phishing email, asking you to click a link or confirm information that's sensitive to you, but done through text. There's also vishing, which is more direct, where the actual attacker calls you, impersonates maybe an authoritative figure or agency demanding such information. This can commonly be used directly to contact you by them, or they can use artificial intelligence to contact you and give more legitimacy through that voice, whether it's more authoritative or more convincing. So, how do they do it? With inconspicuous intent. With a conspicuous intent, they try to make this seem as believable as possible, but they also leverage some tactics as well. Through the use of authority, often coming across through federal agencies or the DMV, having an authoritative backing to a message can and may influence people to give and divulge that information because they're intimidated. Or you can have a sense of urgency behind the message, which essentially claims that if you don't do this, there'll be repercussions and you need to do it now. But according to Wright et al., likeness or liking and scarcity, liking referring to just asking you for a favor to do this, to click the link, fill out the information, and to just be nice, and scarcity referring to that you need to do this now, or this opportunity will never be there again, is the most effective form of phishing attacks that we see today. All this to influence you to commit that action as fast as possible and to give that personal identifiable information or credentials that they want to use against you. So who's at risk? According to Fidel et al., the younger demographic is who's at risk. Us college students are especially at risk of phishing attacks. So those who are 18 to 34 are the highest at-risk demographic when it comes to being attacked and actually being effectively attacked by phishing attacks. When comparing between male and female and susceptibility, there is no leverage between male or female. We all have the same leverage used against us, and there is no susceptibility between male and female. So we are all affected. We all should pay attention, and especially us as a young demographic, we are the most effective group among our counterparts when it comes to phishing attacks. So how do you protect yourself from these phishing attacks? They are demanding this information. They seem legitimate. How do you make sure that they are fake? So by verifying email addresses, according to Fortinet.com, the National Cybersecurity Center of the UK, they state that verifying email addresses, looking for typos in that email address, can help verify and delineate between what's fake and what's real, because those imposters cannot use real email addresses. So they make it as close as possible and try to trick you into believing that they are legitimate. Also, using spam filters, Norton 360 is a great software tool that will inspect and toss out any phishing emails before they even reach your inbox. Thirdly, we have multi-factor authentication. When it comes to web pages and you click a link and you might encounter a fake bank page, having multi-factor authentication allows you to verify yourself whether this is a legitimate page or a fake page trying to steal your information. And lastly, developing a zero trust air of skepticism around any email, text, or voice phone call you have can allow you to kind of buy time and interpret and maybe see some of these tactics that they're using against you to steal your information. So, next time you guys have a voicemail, text, or email that seems suspicious to you, ask yourself, is this a phishing attack? And do what we talked about today and protect yourself and your finances from crooks that want to steal your information. Thanks.